we all know that a solenoid like this is going to generate a magnetic field, yes? Think about what kind of magnetic field it's going to generate if we plug it into Portland General Electric. Kind of a big one, right? We're going to get like 20 amps or something like that, or something. That's probably the maximum current we can draw without like having to go out in the hall and reset a circuit breaker. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a fuse on this thing. Okay. So it's right. We're safe, right? I'm going to put this on there, and this is a little bit. This is a fusible link. I'm using a bit of aluminum foil. Okay. And what it's going to do is it's going to go either positive 170 volts, and somewhere on that journey out to a positive 170 volts, it's going to make that thing turn into fire and smoke. Okay. Or, by the way, conversely, it's going to make it go the other way. It's going to be negative 170, right? So it's either going to go torching when it's North Pole facing you, and there's really no way to predict this, or North Pole away from you. Randomly, when I turn it on, just when in the cycle I turn it on, it's going to pop at the first peak. So almost instantly, within a 60th of a second or 120th of a second, it's going to either go positive or negative when I turn it on. Okay? So I've got this thing off. Let's turn this off. Okay? I've got this thing which is not magnetized. And you know it's not magnetized because it doesn't pick up the paper clip. Now, the hard thing in this room is to find screwdrivers that have not been magnetized. Magnetized. Most of them are, because this is fun. Okay, so there we've got it, right? Now, here's the concept, is that magnets, permanent magnets, are magnets because the domains have been left arranged in an orderly fashion. Okay? So a magnetic tape actually has rearrangeable domains. And the recording head actually leaves an imprint on there. So more of the domains upward facing are north and more of the ones downward facing are south, for example. Okay? That could represent like pressure or sound wave or something like that, right? Okay? Now, you can actually take a magnet and you can stick it inside this thing, and if you want to demagnetize it, notice that this is magnetized. If you want to demagnetize it, what you can do is take this, and I'm switching this to alternating current now. Okay? I'm attaching it to this solenoid. Okay? I'm turning on the power supply here. Okay? And I'm turning the voltage down, and I'm going to turn it to 0 to 16 volts AC. And now this thing is going to become a magnet. I've got this screwdriver in there that, remember, it picks up things. It is magnetized. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those domains and I'm going to switch them 60 times a second back and forth. Like this, right? It's like I'm going to kind of take a box that's organized and I'm going to shake it. Yeah? Watch this. Here we go. Are we ready for this? And I'm turning it up, and I know to turn it up until I actually feel this thing actually shaking and this coil starting to get warm pretty fast, right? Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn down the voltage slowly. And those domains that are now going boom, 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 all of them are going, they are randomly at unpredictable intervals going to drop out of the dance and stop. And they're going to be either pointing this way or they're going to be pointing this way. But the short version of this is that I am just randomizing these domains. They drop out randomly. Probably the small ones drop out first and the big ones drop out last. Okay, and domains are just little chunks of metal that all sort of vote together. Okay, and I turn it down, I turn it down, I turn it down, I turn it down. And they were organized, but now, since they've been dropping out of that and sort of frozen, okay, they are now disorganized, and I shouldn't be able to pick this up. A little applause, please. Okay, so what once was organized has now been randomly reshuffled by this. Okay, now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to stick it inside here. Okay, I'm going to turn off the power strip. I'm going to plug this in. Okay, and now what's going to happen is that those domains are going to go boom north. Okay, so let's go look at this, right? It's going to go boom south or boom north, one possibility. It'll either go this way or it'll go that way and go pop. And then it will do something very discontinuous. And the domains will be like, ah! frozen in the direction that they were all forced to point. Okay? So let's just try this. Okay? Are we ready for this?
Well, will we know which side it was going to, depending on the...
Yeah, we can figure it out with the compass, right, afterwards. All right, are we ready? Yeah. This is totally safe. Are you ready? Woo! That landed on the floor. All right, I'm unplugging this. All right, I'm grabbing this. Is it a magnet? Yes, it is. Applause. Right. I don't need the hearing protection. I just put it on because it makes the people in the front row a little more alarmed. Okay, so let's do that all over again. Okay, so now here it is. It's turned on. I'm going to turn this up until I feel it shaking. I'm turning it down. Now the domains are dropping out randomly. Half are north, half are south. That's how you demagnetize something. You can also do it, by the way, by pounding on this magnet. You can rearrange them and I did that one already, right? And if you point it in the direction of a magnetic field, they'll rearrange in that direction. And if you point it in with no magnetic field, they'll just randomly rearrange. Okay? Now, is it magnetized? No, it's not. Do we need to magnetize something again? Yes, we do. All right. Are we safe? Yes, we're safe. Do we have any aluminum foil left? Yes, we do. Okay, let's magnetize it. Turning this off. Plugging this in. Are we ready? Yeah. Regardez, s'il vous plaît. Whoa! Turning it off. Going like this. And then, of course, the question might be, which way is it magnetized? I don't know. I think it's random, but maybe it's got some preference. We could do some data points here. So remember, the way to determine the magnetic pole of something is first put a compass down there. The first thing you should do, by the way, with a compass is make sure that it actually points north. This thing's pointing that way. Is that northish? Not really. Okay. Anyway, if I bring this in, the North Pole likes that end, so this end must be a... Oh, smart-ass kids. Oops, I'm recording. Okay. Which end is this? That's a South Pole because the North Pole likes it. Now I'm just going to see if I can get that South Pole. Definitely see, notice how I can capture the South Pole, right? That's just because this is a magnet and that's a piece of metal. But watch, if I bring it in from the side, oh, wait. Okay, we were wrong. If I bring it in from the side, is there a preference? It's actually a South Pole, isn't it? Or wait, North Pole, it's actually. I can catch the North, right? But if I bring it in from the side, maybe it's just doing metal. It's like, come on, devil thing. Now it likes the North Pole, right?
Why is it changing?
I don't know. It's not really changing. Yeah. I might have.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Maybe this compass is like kaput. It may have just been a drifter compass. Let's try this guy. Devil compass!
Science has failed us.
What is this? Yeah, something science cannot explain. What is it doing?
It gets stuck.
I did have like a Satan compass that was like, it's like stuck. Yeah, okay. We'll resort to the hall. I don't know what's up with my compasses. I do sometimes store my compasses next to the magnets and they get like screwed up. Okay, and what I do with them is I actually stick them in that thing and zap them until they actually point the right way. Should we try that? Should we try magnetizing?
Yeah. More zap.
All right. We'll try to fix the compass. You can fix the compass. So what I got to do is I got to get it pointing axially. There we go. It's pointing axially. So I get the thing pointing this way, and then, okay, this is off. I'm plugging it in. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
You might want to check that for like.
Right on the flammable hat.
All right.